inherited DC. So currently at present, Marvel is unavailable in its cinematic universe. Marvel has diversity in it, like all the heroes and villains are from different regions of the world. Like Shang is Asian, the Wakandans are Africans, and there is an Indian also who's playing a main character in the I'm not remembering the name of the character. Whereas in DC, only people from a certain region they are only concentrated in that movie. Second is that the storyline of Marvel is quite good. Like it's unpredictable. No one could predict that Iron Man will die or Steve Rogers will become old. Then the main point in which the DC criticized is because of its VFX. Whereas in Marvel, the VFX is quite good and they dictate in that topic, in that arena. Then second is the characters in Marvel are quite relatable, like Spider-Man's lack of money, the Tony Stark's itch for new technologies, Captain America's willingness to save people. They are quite relatable to normal public, whereas in DC, no one could relate to Superman because he's from another planet. No one could relate to Aquaman because he's from underwater, and so on. Then Marvel includes humor in their movies, which makes it quite interesting to watch, even for young people and old people. Whereas in DC movies, the movie is quite dark and it's very serious, which cannot be understood easily by young children. Then after the phase 1 of Marvel started making TV series, which emphasized on character development of the main characters, so that the general public could even relate more to them, so that they could develop an emotional attachment. Like in the WandaVision, Marvel showed that how they both love each other, even though Wanda is a human and Vision is an artificial being, and even they changed the perspective, people's perspective on Loki. Like earlier, we thought that Loki was bad and he was very not he was Christian, right? But after seeing the Loki TV series, we know that Loki is quite good and he sacrificed himself to save the entire universe. And without any facts, any debate is quite futile. So, stating facts that Marvel's highest grossing film was Avengers Endgame, which was $3 billion, whereas DC's highest grossing film was The Dark Knight, $1 billion. So, the highest grossing film of Marvel is thrice bigger than the DC's one. And the overall collection of Marvel in all of its movies and series combined is $30 billion, and the DC's overall collection is $6 billion. So Marvel is 5 times bigger than DC, and it proves that the audience like Marvel more than DC. Now I will be speaking for DC. The DC is the first universe that came. Like Marvel came after 5 to 10 years after DC. So DC is the real OG in this game. Then DC's characters are quite iconic, like Superman, Batman. Everyone knows its name. Even Superman has become an adjective now to give to people. Then the concept of multiverse, people think that Marvel introduced it, but initially the concept of multiverse was introduced by DC. And even on this concept, DC has worked more than Marvel. Then Stan Lee once said that he's afraid of DC because DC takes risks. Like Marvel don't take that much risk. All of their movies and TV series follow a similar concept, whereas DC take risks. And yeah, and all the superheroes they emerge from comics, and in that comics DC dictates it, the market of comics. Like the comics sold by DC is 10 times more than Marvel's. So DC is a much bigger power in comics as compared to Marvel.
Excellent.